moral panic that is Me Too is another threat to the manosphere. Again, I also think that the dilution of our message, sort of watering down it, is a threat to us. And I also think that the resistors, the resistance is yet another way of calling the gynocracy what it is. Because when people want to be, they think they're resisting some evil empire when they don't really realize that they are the mainstream, that they are the ones. The gynocracy is actually the side of the equation that is setting the tone, that is setting all that. Now, before I end this, and I'm going to go to questions, and if anybody wants to talk about threats, that's fine as well. But I was going to use a video here for YouTube, but I figured I probably better not because I don't want to get deplatformed. And that deplatforming is the last thing I want to talk about threats, because we've just seen what happened to Roosh. We've just seen what happened to the Red Pill subreddit. On Reddit. When that happened, and I wanted to make this a real point to say, is when that happened, when I saw what happened with Roosh and how he got deplatformed and how they just basically one day his books are there and the next day they're gone. Now, from an economic standpoint, I know for a fact that Roosh doesn't do much else except for sell books. He doesn't do much else except for, collect ad revenue from Return of Kings. And now all of that is going somewhere else. And I'm not really sure what he's going to do. So I look at that from a revenue point of view. But for a guy like me, I have other streams of revenue. This is not my day job. And so if I were to say, if Amazon were to say, okay, we're going to turn off the spigot, I would still be okay. I have other skills, I have other talents, I can do other things. I could probably, certainly start something else new if I had to. But what would crush me would be knowing that the people that had their lives changed by my work wouldn't have access to that anymore. That they wouldn't be able, like the men who would be seeking something like this, the suicides. I mean, men have 5 times the rate of suicide that women do. What do they have? Again, it's tearing us apart. It's diluting our message. It's devaluing us. And make no mistake, right now, the gynocracy or the Gestalt feminine is paying attention to what's going on in this room, or they want to know what's going on in this room. But my greatest fear is losing that engagement that my books have with guys. I have so many guys coming. I mean, how many people in this room have had their lives changed or have had their lives literally saved by any one of my books? That's what I mean. And that's what I mean. It's like, imagine you didn't have access to that. Imagine you couldn't buy it imagine you had to go find it on some obscure, website or somewhere. Imagine me trying to go to a traditional publisher and saying, this is this book I got called Irrational Male, and here, let me tell you what's inside of it. Do you think I would get published? Probably not. That is what concerns me the most, is this new censorship, and it is Orwellian censorship. It is, we're going to crush you, and we're going to erase you. And that's what they've done with Alex Jones. Say what you want about Alex Jones. The scary part of that is the believe women part of that. It's the scary part of that is just how easily, within, I think, 12 hours, that he was erased. Same with Roosh. It's not that Roosh's stuff was all that offensive. I mean, they sell a book on Amazon called Come for Bigfoot. Okay? I mean, literally, it is Bigfoot porn written by a woman. The reason I know about this is because she makes like $30,000 a month on this thing, right? And I'm like, holy shit, yeah. They can sell that, but they can't sell Game. They can't sell Bang. They can't sell Pussy Paradise. They can't sell that stuff. No, it's because they wanted to erase Roosh. And they wanted to, and he wrote about this a long time ago, they wanted to take his bread. They stole his bread. They pulled away his capacity and his ability to disseminate. And have they taken away his freedom of speech? No, they haven't. But they have taken away his ability to disseminate it widely so that other people can either benefit from it or even really criticize it. It's a stifling of debate. And I've never been a free speech advocate. I've always, focused myself more on nuts and bolts and helping guys, with their lives and helping guys, like my point in life, or my point in writing, was to avoid other men putting a noose around their necks like my brother-in-law did. And I think I'm happy to say that it's been well received and has saved a lot of lives. But imagine some purple hair feminist at Amazon that says, I don't like Rollo, I'm going to delete all this stuff. Imagine how many people with that one deletion, that one backspace, that one delete key, how many men died because you did that? How many men didn't get that information that they needed? How many men could have changed and bettered their lives because you hit the delete key?